So at the beginning of the story, we see a soldier Lee saluting his senior. He goes on a happy holiday, and upon reaching the bridge, he gives him his girlfriend Kang Ham. Before he goes to meet her, a man from Lee's battalion tells Lee about he wakes me up from a sweet dream, because his duty time had started and everything was ready and reaches duty. And here Lee secretly calls Kang Yong and asks him. He asks which boy answered your call yesterday. Kang tells him that it was his manager because Kang was very drunk last night. As soon as she says this, Kang Yong starts vomiting, and here Lee is caught by his senior. Let's take the case. Lee's friend was doing illegal work while using the phone and was also sleeping during duty hours. That is why after the duty is over, Lee's entire team has to take 100 rounds of the helipad. After everything is over, Lee calls Kang Yong again, and she does not pick up the food. At this time, the senior comes and asks them if anyone knows how to cook food, to which Lee replies in the affirmative. While they were going down, Lee saw from the window in the other building, I saw a very strange sight, that some patients were behaving strangely with each other, which was not normal. There was nothing like that at all. And these people had now come to the kitchen where they took the phone from a chef and took it again. He calls Kang Yong and starts talking without thinking, without even giving Kang Yong a chance to respond. This time Kang Yong was having lunch in the office and everyone started talking weird about her boyfriend, so Kang Wong got up and left. When the night comes, Lee calls Kang Yong again and Kang Yong angrily tells him, I want a break from you, Lee. Lee thought she was saying this because she was fed up with his calls, but Kang said, I am really taking a break. I want Lee. You cannot marry me now for 2 years, and what will happen to our relationship after 2 years? There was sadness in Kang's tone when he said all this. Her wife also replied, whatever suits you best. Kang was still sad that his manager came to pick him up and took him to a restaurant here, but while they were talking, Lee kept calling the gang, which he ignored. Then she receives a voice message from an unknown number, which she reads in the washroom. She goes and listens to the message from Lee, who tells her that he was just being happy and thinking about himself. I was thinking that you too have a life, and you have every right to live it. You will be happier without me. That is why now Kang was completely shattered after hearing that they should break up. After all this, she even tried to call Lee, but he was not able to receive the call. Well, now the manager comes out with Kang and tells him, Kang, I will never leave you. He was proposing to Cancer, but Cancer could not understand, and in the meantime, someone collided with their car. It broke the windscreen and came inside their car. It was such a bad accident that his eye fell on Gan's neck, and as soon as Tang held it in his hand, he screamed. She got scared but saw that the person in front of her was still alive, and he was talking to the manager. She asked him to help the man, but the manager was still sitting in shock. After coming out, she asked people for help and sees that a famous actor named Young was standing there. The one who agrees to help him, along with Kang, manages to rescue the man who was still breathing. Young tried to give him CPR, but blood started coming out of his mouth and Young fell on his side. Now the young man goes to see the manager and asks him if he is okay, but the manager was already scared and was waiting. These people were still standing when the gang saw a truck coming from a distance which was out of control and was moving towards them, but luckily he turned away from them and went into a store. It goes and crashes, but here also many people died because of it, while then we are shown Lee and his team in a conference in a building when everyone in the building is waiting for a plane. Everyone thought that this plane will crash into the building, but before hitting the building exactly, it fails. It already turned and crashed on the road. Reason for plane crash on the road. There was a huge explosion, and many people were killed in that too. Looking at that place, Lee's sergeant. He tells us we should go there to help the people. The sergeant agrees with him. Lee and the hotel manager come down in the elevator to go to the accident spot. People are amazed to see the scene where a strange man-eating environment had been created. They were biting each other and burning in a strange manner, then another such strange human being. He even came near the lift, and after seeing his appearance, we understood that he was doing strange things. The humans actually became zombies, but nobody knows how. Lee was taken aback for a while. Everything seemed like a terrible dream to him, but then he saw a half body coming towards him. She was ready to attack him, but on seeing her, it ran away to the other side. They leave, but here also a zombie attacks them, and in order to save themselves, they run away. So all three of them together burn it with the help of a lighter and oil spray. As soon as he did this, the manager received a call from a hotel staff, from whom he came to know that the hotel downstairs zombies had caused havoc on all the floors, even in front of the gang. The man whom they had helped turns into a zombie, and seeing this, these people also. He comes to know that there has been a zombie breakdown in the city, And in order to escape from these zombies, he takes as she comes to the salon, and the first thing she does is call her mom and tell her to stay at home. He then tried to call Lee, whose phone was switched off, after which he called, "I left a voice note for Lee that whenever you get a message, please contact me." Lee is currently trying to save his life from zombies along with his partner. While running to save her, he reaches the 75th floor, and when he tries to enter a room, he sees a lady inside it. Thinking him to be a zombie, she refuses to let him in until Lee convinces her that he isn't a zombie, after which she too joins them. Above, we see the rest of the soldiers who were preparing to take the scene's crate from the zombies. The manager is shown standing outside on the street when a man attacks him from behind on the head and takes away his phone and other valuables. He wanted to take the watch, but the manager regained consciousness, and in the meantime, the gang came from behind the salon also comes, seeing whom the thief runs away. Now he tells the gang manager to give him the same "I want to go to the tower" where Lee is staying, but the manager says, "How can we go there now? You are seeing the condition of the city." Saying this, he moves ahead and asks the lady at the salon if she will come with him. Then the woman says that I too cannot leave the salon. Hearing this, Kang starts following the manager, and we are following the lady who owns the salon. He sees a lot of zombies coming about, which he had no idea what was happening to him. When he tries to call someone in the room, the woman tells him that the phone is not working. The other phone was outside on a counter, where it was extremely dangerous to go because there were gems there, but Lee had to go to his. They had to contact the battalion. Taking the risk, these three go out and a zombie appears in front of them at the counter. Before the zombie attacks them, Lee kills the zombie again, using his oil spray and his heater. After killing this zombie, he saw that the chef was holding a door tightly, which was about to break, and on the other side there were many zombies who could break the glass and attack them at any moment. Seeing that they could, Lee lit a beer can on fire and threw it at the zombie's gate. The chef also came with these people to save his life, and these people started running away. Due to the fire, the hotel security. The system was switched on. Fountains of water started gushing out from the roof and the fire was extinguished, due to which the zombies started chasing them again. To save themselves from these zombies, these people went behind a gate and locked it. There were many stairs here using which they could go up and escape from the zombies. But now they saw that the condition was also getting worse. On the other hand, Kang went to the police station along with the manager, where they saw that many hunters and officers had come to take their guns with which they were fighting the zombies. While they were talking, they saw that zombies had started coming out from inside the police station as well and were chasing them. While the hunters were firing, there was sound of bullets being fired all around. The gang and their partner also run to save themselves from this. While running, a demon also came in front of them from whom they had to save themselves. So the two went to a shelter where the gang found a music tape, which I picked it up and put the money there to buy it. Although there was no manager there, asked him, "What will you do with this tape?" Then Kang told that I have bought this for Lee. He likes this music very much. As soon as he said, scenes shift to the past when Lee and Kang both worked at an ice cream bar, and Lee used to listen to this music all the time. On the other hand, the scenes were still of soldiers who was at the top of the building this time too, and the door leading to the staircase was closed from where Lee and his companion could enter. The soldiers were trying to come up with the chef and the lady. As soon as the soldiers opened the upper gate, Lee's friend and he were in front of them. The girl was Sujeon, whom Lee was bringing here. As soon as the gate opened, Lee's friend told Lee that he was going to be a girl. He called out, "Come upstairs, the gate is open." On hearing this, Lee started coming upstairs with the chef, and at that time, also the thought of the gang was on his mind. As soon as he came up, Lee's friend was attacked by his seniors. They started getting angry because he had brought civilians up, which was not allowed at all. But this boy said, "Senior, these things are not important at this time. The situation is very bad. Please give me my phone so that I can talk to my family." Panu's seniors refused to do this, and then suddenly there is a sound of something loud breaking. It is seen that the zombies had broken the gate below, and now they are rapidly moving up. We're coming towards them, and his friend told the seniors that these are zombies on hearing, which the senior said, "Do you think I am crazy?" Here those zombies would have come up, but before that these people closed the door and asked Sujo Senior, "Why are you feeling so? We will joke and see our clothes right now." She had just said this when the chef fell down, and when he got up, he too had become a zombie. And he also attacked a soldier standing here, now chef. There is no more destruction. Spread Lee's friend kills the chef by stabbing something in the head. Then the senior thought that Lee's friend had killed an innocent person, and he wanted to punish him. But Lee came in front of him, and then it was shown that together with the senior, Sujo begins to treat the soldier who was bitten by the chef, and his condition was very bad. Here we see Hamli and his friend in a meeting with seniors who request their seniors. They were saying that the situation is very bad and we need permission to talk to our families. It should be given, and this time the seniors also agreed that everybody gets the phone as soon as the phone is switched on. Lee sees many messages from Gan and tries to contact her, but now his phone was switched off and he was feeling dizzy, so his friend came and consoled him. Now we see Kang and his group. Famous actor Yang says, "I am from this city. I am not from here. I stayed in a hotel here." It was the same hotel on top of which Lee. And hearing that the soldiers were giving beauty, Yang takes out a picture and shows it to Kang, in which Lee is also there, and Kang is very happy after seeing it. She got more excited, but both of them started laughing because they both were completely shocked. It all seemed like nonsense. Ganga gets sad with their talks, and when she turns on her phone, when she gets there, she sees that there were many messages from Lee. Lee had told her that wherever you are, you should stay safe. I am yours. Send me your location. I will come to save you. Seeing this, the gang calls Lee, but due to lack of network, Lee is unable to reach them. Kang could not receive the call and turned back and told the two that Lee was alive and that he was going to him. Hearing this, he says, "Wait, I will also come with you. Actually, my car is not in the parking lot of that hotel. I will go there and get it." People had just come out when Kang fell on the road. The manager made fun of her, saying that there is no straight line. How could he fall on the road? But I saw that his shoelaces were open, and seeing him, the gang got lost in their memories. Lee had taught them how to open the laces. All the soldiers here were. They were having food and talking about how the chef had become a zombie so quickly, but why did he not become a soldier? During this time, the door started ringing loudly. It was a zombie outside. The senior kicked the body. He opened the door by hitting it, and the other soldier ran to help because he was scared of a zombie. He had no idea about the story, and as soon as he went near him, the zombie bit him. The seniors fired bullets at him, but he stood up again, and the seniors fired bullets at him again. Again, he was killed somehow, but then the other person also became a zombie, he was not able to control himself. One soldier tried to hit him with a kettle by throwing hot water on him, while behind him the soldiers were also firing bullets at him, but not even one hit him. Sujon saw this. He grabbed the gun from an officer's hand and killed him in one shot. So, good work he did. He did it, but still he got scolded by his seniors because civilians are not allowed to use guns. Then Sujon told me that I am a national level firearm champion, and my request, in what difficult situation should I also be given a gun? The scenes shift back to camp. She was still lost in the past. Actually, she and Lee studied in the same college where every someone used to like Gan and even proposed to him, but he asked his friend this, "What is there in it that everyone runs after it? I don't see anything special in it." Dee's friend said, "But she keeps after you?" Then Lee replied, "Yes, no, I am the hero of that college because I am all this." While they were talking, Lee did not know that Kang was behind them and was listening to everything. She leaves from there in anger. Well, today Lee had to go for a new job in an ice cream bar, where after the job interview the boss, they say that your senior will teach you everything. And the senior here was none other than the gang, seeing whom he now Kang felt embarrassed, and after showing some tantrums, he explained the work to him. When we started working together, we got to know each other's habits. One day the gang brought identical gloves as a gift for all their Grecs, but she had not brought these gloves for Lee. Everyone asked, "You did not bring them for Lee?" So the gang lied that the shop ran out of gloves. Actually, she wanted to bring something special for Lee. She had brought a muffler for him. When she went and gave it to Lee, Lee got very excited. He refused to take it twice, being rude, and said that he does not want to be friends with me. Seeing his attitude, Kaif got angry. She gets angry, and to vent her anger, she starts bad-mouthing Lee over the phone to her friend, and he comes to know about it. It does not come to mind that Lee was standing behind and listening to all this at this time. The next day, the same thing happened, but they both had an argument, and then Kane said, "You too had said bad things to me that day." I remembered that day in college, and instead of saying sorry, he said, "Okay, you said bad things to me once, and I said it once. The accounts are settled." Now days go by like this. Kang feels that she is falling in love with Lee. Meanwhile, Lee's colleague. He asked her, "Do you like Kang, or have you become friends with him?" When she replies no, then he tells her that actually I myself want to be friends with Kang. Lee felt bad when he heard this, but he did not say anything. Kang had a fight with her manager, due to which Kang went out crying, and Lee followed her intention. She gave the jacket to Kang, but Kang threw it away and got up and walked ahead. As she went ahead, suddenly fell down the stairs because her shoelaces were untied. That was the day Lee taught her how to tie her shoelaces. The scenes that were taught come to the present, where the gang regains consciousness after seeing a man in front of them with zombies on his legs. There was a bite mark, and he was vomiting. This man asks Khan, "Can you help me standing with Khan?" The manager immediately said, "No, we will not help him. He has been bitten by a zombie, but Kang's. He had a soft heart and dies to help him." Yong and Kang are just about to give him support when a lot of zombies attack them. They came after him, and to escape from them, he ran into a restaurant, and there he tied up this man because he could become a zombie at any moment. Here this man starts vomiting even while tied up. Then Yong asks him, "How much have you drunk?" The man tells me, "I have been drinking since morning." Suddenly during their conversation, a zombie comes inside their kitchen, and in front of it was this tied up man, but the zombie left him and attacked Cancer. It was good that the gang moved aside and the shelf fell on the zombie, causing the zombie died right here. This zombie was earlier a police officer who had stolen the young gun from his pocket. Brings out an alcohol detector and checks the man for excessive alcohol consumption. Then Young calls the gang and told the manager that the reason this man hasn't become a zombie yet is because he has drunk too much alcohol, and that's why the other one, even the zombies, did not come near it, which means Lung thought that alcohol can protect him from zombies. He tells all of them that we should also use alcohol, because of which zombies will appear. Kang sits down so she can't get attracted to us, and Young brings her a drink while she waits for Liko to make a call. She was trying, but was still unsuccessful. As soon as she drank, she went into the past. He also had a drink at his dad's funeral when Lee was taking care of everyone at the funeral. After the funeral, the gang gave Lee their dad's lighter as a gift, and Lee said, "I am a cigarette smoker. I don't smoke." So Kang said, "My dad also didn't smoke, but this lighter was gifted by the man, so he always kept it with him. I used to keep it with me, and now I want you to always keep this lighter with you, as per her instructions. Klee can also act like he is smoking, and Kang is just this little." She becomes very happy, and it is already morning now. Libby tries to call Kang, but Kang is unable to call her at this time. She doesn't pick up the call, and he starts crying, and Lee now takes out the same lighter from his pocket, which Kang had given him. All the soldiers sitting inside were watching the news. It was being told about the zombie virus, that this zombie virus first turns a person into a zombie by affecting the human brain, due to which later, the person starts biting another person, and due to the bite, this zombie virus spreads to the other person. It affects the body as well, and turns it into a zombie as well. That is why the government it was decided to impose a lockdown, and everyone was being asked to stay at home. While listening to the news, a soldier asked them all, "Would I can say something?" when all the soldiers turn their attention towards him. And he says, "Remember, the soldier who was cut by the chef yesterday. How long did it take for him to become a zombie?" But the other soldier and the chef there became zombies in just a few minutes. He had drunk something which made him a zombie. Later he opened his cab and found something. He takes it out and tells that he drank it in front of me. Everybody sees him, but nobody believes him. Later he heard the sound of a gunshot. He ran out of his senior's room and saw that his senior had already shot himself, because he came to know that he is affected by zombie virus and will soon convert into a zombie. The scene cuts, and we look at Kang's group who are totally drunk. They have been drinking all night. Now after regaining his senses, Kang tells him to, "Let's go to the hotel where Lee is." The boy asks, "What will we do?" after going there. Then Young tells him that Lee's boyfriend is there, a soldier who will save us, and go there. "I also have an American car, which can be very useful for us." This boy was not ready to go there, but Kang stood up and took a car. She went out with Young carrying a golf stick, but when she went outside, she saw zombies waiting for her. They were after him, but not after the boy who had been bitten by zombies since yesterday. Now he is after the zombies to save them, distracts the zombie, and blows the car horn. As soon as the zombie is destroyed, these people enter a shop and come out. The man starts burning the zombies, seeing which the drunk Kang and Young get very scared. These people were getting more entertained. The place where they had come this time also had many beer cans, and these people brought them back again. When that guy named Kim started drinking and came inside after burning the zombies outside, Kang said, "Can you do that again?" It felt so good to see that, right? Kim doesn't go out when he says so, but he does go out. Basketball players arrive and start fighting the zombies. The scene cuts to show us soldiers. It is said that Lee and his friend wanted to go out of here and save their family. That is why they made a plan and got information from their senior. He came near and told the seniors that there was a downfall of electricity yesterday, but we still have water coming in our taps, which means the hotel's generators are running and our resources are being used. In such a situation, what will we do if the resources get exhausted? We should go down and shut them down before the sergeant agrees to his suggestion and gets a call from the battalion commander, who gives him the good news that he is his. All the soldiers became happy after hearing that all the food supplies and resources are being sent to them through a helicopter. But not Lee and his friend who had planned to go out. But now this happened with a different attitude. Everyone came towards the helipad to receive the helicopter. But what did they notice after coming here? The helicopter was shaking in a strange manner, and he informed the commander about the same. It was shaking. It was not safe to land here. There could be zombies inside it. That is why this helicopter was out of once the control is gained. The commander gives the order to shoot the helicopter from there, and as soon as it comes in the range of the cannon, the helicopter is attacked, due to which the helicopter started falling down, which is being shot down by the gang, and the helicopter standing far away from here. His companions were also watching. All four of them started running towards the helicopter. While here Sergeant, we see that he got a call from his battalion commander, and he was very angry because of the destruction of the helicopter. Then the sergeant tells them that this is not a big issue right now. The bigger issue is that we don't have any supplies at all. Order you to leave this building, otherwise we will die without food and water. But the commander still told them to leave this building. He did not allow them to leave the building and said that I will make some arrangements. You people should not stay in that building for the time being, Sergeant. What could he do? Despite not wanting to do so, he had to say okay and hang up the phone, after which he came to meet the soldiers. He was going to take his own decision, and he tells the soldier that we will leave this building this evening itself because we have food. Supplies said we can stay here as long as we have food supplies. Then the sergeant, I told you that if we leave after the supplies run out, we will not have the strength to fight the people in this meeting. Sujan, standing there, also requests the sergeant for a gun, but the sergeant says, I have already told you many times. We can't give you a gun because you're a civilian. It's shown outside the building that all four of them are going up to this tower here. He had reached there, but as soon as he reached in front of this building, Kang started crying after seeing the condition there. She burst into tears because there were so many zombies in the building, and Kang felt that looking at his condition, Young might also have become a victim of these zombies. He tells her that I know that Lee will definitely call you after we reach a safe place. Deciding that they should wait for him, they started going to the parking lot of the same building. After reaching the parking lot, Yongan, he tells everyone that we should go in different directions to find his car. He gives everyone his car number. He tells them, and everyone starts looking for the car. And in the meantime, a lot of zombies also arrive here. Kai and the manager hide from the zombies, but Young is attacked by them. All these zombies attack together, and the gang was devastated to see this. She wanted to go to him to save him, but the manager held her tightly and took her away from there. Kim is pushed away by the new guy they met who tries to save Young, but in the middle of all this, a fire breaks out and all the zombies are killed. Another meeting of soldiers is shown in which these people were planning to escape from the zombies. The searcher told all of us, first they will go to the VIP lounge, and from there they will go down using the lift. After making a plan, all the soldiers will go to this. They go out to work on the plan and see that there is blood all around on the stairs. And again, a lot of blood is flowing in the stairs. Zombies came and blocked their way. They had guns with which they attacked. They started stopping the zombies. They were killing all the zombies one after the other. These people finally reached the VIP lounge, while on the other side we had to go down. Khan was shown to be extremely upset when Young agreed, and so were Tang and Kim. But the manager did not seem to be very upset, seeing which Kim scolds him a lot. Well, now whatever it was to save themselves from the future. The plan was to go and get Young's car, but Kim, she did not know how to drive the car. Now the gang and the manager could not get out because the zombies were getting attracted towards them. Kim was the only one to whom the zombies were not saying anything. Kang was forced to say, you get in the car and give me your phone number. I will guide you over the phone to drive the car. Kim agrees to her and goes to find the car. Kim defeats these zombies on such a side. He was behaving as if he was a normal person. Even the zombies were not saying anything to him. Just like that, he reached the car and went and sat in the car. Now he called Tank and the manager. These people are now teaching Kim to drive a car. Even then, Kim felt on the mobile that he was making noise, but still he had no one. Zombie did not come, but they had plenty of answers from the voices of the gang and the manager here. The zombies have gathered, and the scene cuts to us being shown the soldiers, where the sergeant is spreading them out in teams of 2. Lee and his friend go to the washroom and see that they are getting Wi-Fi signals. Seeing this, Lee became very happy, and he immediately called Kang, who at this time Kim was busy teaching driving. She immediately disconnects his call and receives Lee's call, and both of them spent so much time. After seeing each other, they start crying. Lee thanks God that Kang is safe, to keep it, and he asks Kang, where are you? Then Kang asks him in return, where are you? I am yours. I have come to the building. You tell me which floor you are on. I will come there. Hearing this, Gali said, have you gone mad? How did you come here? This is a very dangerous place, gang. please go to some safe place from here. To which the gang says, I am brave. Just tell me your floor number. I will come and protect you too. Why don't you lie so I am not in this building. You go to Kent. There will be many soldiers there who will rescue you. We will talk about that right now. He was doing this and crying, but before he could say anything else, the gang's phone gets disconnected. Lee also got very upset because the phone got disconnected and he started crying. Then his friend explained to him, look Lee, if he is back now, if he is still alive, then it means he is very brave and can take care of himself in the future too. Don't worry about him. People now go upstairs where it is shown that the sergeant had captured a chef who luckily had not become a zombie yet. Because he was sleeping after taking sleeping pills, these people got him to cook food and enjoy the food. They start firing and then the sergeant hears the sound of something rattling from behind. When he went to check, a zombie came out from inside the AC and attacked him. Here below it was shown near Kang that Kim had started the car, but he was unable to drive it further because his call got disconnected, and now a lot of zombies had gathered around his car and he had to push them aside. He presses the accelerator and knocks down all the zombies in front of him as he reaches the destination. He reaches the place where Kang and the manager were and kills all the zombies there with his car, after which Kang and the manager quickly go to the hospital. The manager comes out and sits in the car. The manager has now taken over the driving seat, after which he starts driving the car very fast. There were many zombies outside as well, but the bigger problem than that was that now the eyes of the boy sitting behind him started turning red, which meant that Kim was now about to turn into a zombie. He felt this, and as soon as he thinks of this thing, he gets down from the car. Scene cut. Then we again see in the hotel that the zombie had attacked the sergeant, and here we can hear all this noise. Before they can do anything, half zombie comes to attack them, on which that everyone shoots but no one's aim looks right except for Sujo, this zombie. After killing him, they see that the sergeant had also turned into a zombie and had come in front of them. Their commander shoots at him and the scene ends. From here we are again shown Kang and his companions. The boy who was their Kang got down from the car and told her not to go. Come with us to the hospital, but the boy says no, I have to stay here and do some work. Manager Kang, with a sad heart. He explains to him that he cannot come with us, and they move the car forward. And then it is shown that now that boy finally started turning into a zombie, after which at the end of the story we are shown a strange red eye. Whose is this? There is only one mystery, and this season ends with this mystery that how much destruction these zombies caused here, and how will this end?